Today we're going to make chewing gum out of pine bark and try to dye cotton strings out of that solution. Before you start this, either wear gloves or be ready to have very black hands because there is lots of pine pitch sap, pine sap inside of the bark, and you want to get as fresh of a bark as possible to get the best nutrients. So first you can use a knife or peel off some bark. As you see, this is the inner bark, this is the outer bark, and further down, this is already the wood. Now we don't want the outer bark as it is not very clean and it contains the largest amount of sap. We want the edible part. So when we cut a piece, one side will be the inner bark, one side will be the outer bark. And we will have to cut the outer bark off. We can achieve this by actually using a knife and cutting off, but that would also waste some of the inner bark. So we can start by peeling off some of the inner bark and get such perfect pieces. We put them into the pot. And as a secondary part, we can try to snap the outer bark off and peel this off, like this. So I've cut up the bark that we've harvested, and I put it into such a container so that we can heat it up at a simmer. I also added some water so that the yarn can come in successfully. We should also change this so that it dries efficiently. So I will loop it around in a circular fashion, and then we will put it in once we've turned this liquid into a more concentrated solution. So it's been simmering for some time, and as you see, it's extremely deep orange color. On the video, it looks brown, but it's orange. Now we will put the yarn in, and we will see what happens. As you can tell, it's almost this tighty orange, and it looks beautiful. So this has been soaking overnight. As you see, the strings have gotten soaked with the liquid and are nice orange color. So we are going to try to take the strings out so that we can dry them, but without throwing away any of these pieces from the bark, as that's what we're going to make the chewing gum from. So now we've separated the two parts. This is the strings. We will dry them. This is the easy part. And these are the parts of the bark. As you can see, they're still soaking in the water, which has all the tannin, which is the bitter part, and we don't want that. So we're going to have to wash them out very thoroughly. So now that we've boiled these, they are ready for eating. You can just chew it until it becomes a proper texture, or you can blend it up if that's more comfortable for your choice. It really depends on your personal taste. We have also dried the yarn, and look at the beautiful color that has made. Who would think that pine bark would make such a beautiful orange color?